This is Zachary, age 7. This is Richard, age 8. This is Candy, age 8.5. This is Flory, age 7. These children and others like them will try to make you understand what they're talking about on Child's Play. And here is the host of Child's Play, Bill Cullen.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the song. Thank you all. Hello, and welcome to Child's Play, a game where children interpret the words that grown-ups try to guess. We have back with us for the 4th consecutive day. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a basketball player. You might notice he's a little taller than his opponent. Be that as may, he has $7,400. Mike Hamilton, welcome back, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to be back.
That was your basic convoluted introduction, Mike, for which I apologize.
That's all right.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I
Got
enjoy it.
7,400 big ones.
That's great.
Shall we say hello to this lovely opponent? Look at that lovely girl. She is, and let's make her welcome, Brandy Barber. Welcome, Brandy.
Hi, Bill.
Tell us a little about you, Brandy.
I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I just moved into Los Angeles, and I'm a teacher's aide at Rio San Gabriel Elementary.
Do you enjoy your work, do you?
Yes, I do.
I'm glad of that, and we enjoy having you with us. If both of you are ready, we will start the show. We begin the guessing with you, Mike. We always start with the champion, and before we do anything else, we show the word to the audience, both at home and here in the studio. All right, now here's Terry Ann Bradley. She's going to interpret this first word for us. Terry Ann is 9, and if you would, please, ma'am.
It's sort of like flattery almost. It's like where you keep telling someone how great they are, how good they are. Like if there's this person who wants you to go on a date or something, and you don't really want to go. So they come around and they start saying, oh, well, come on, it'll be really good. And they keep saying the same thing over and over again. It gets really boring. So, you know, after a while, you just say, I give up, I'll do it, you know? Is that what it means?
Did Terry destroy your confidence at the end there, Mike?
No, but it sounds like it sounds like you're giving somebody a. You're complimenting them.
Okay, now that's very. That's harder. That's harder than scoring from 30 feet out, isn't it, Mike? Anyway, it was a pretty good guess based on what you heard. Now you have a bit of an advantage, Brandy. You can recall what you heard. Remember, as children who do the speaking, and add to the. You can recall what you heard. Remember, as children who do the speaking, and add to the information that you heard that which you're about to hear. Here is 7-year-old Cassie Feldman, and Cassie's real good. Cassie, please.
Well, if you have a porch, like, outside, and it's like a balcony or something, you sat there every night and sat like this, and it would be so sweet. And then this boy, if he liked you, he would stand under the porch or the balcony or that thing, and he would start with the guitar and start singing. And the woman would be so nice. And she would throw down her handkerchief. And the man, if he had nice manners, he would pick it up. But if he didn't, he would take the handkerchief, put it over a mud pile, and step her. So, you're a boy, and you want a girl that has a porch. This is a good idea to do this.
Oh, Cassie literally gave me a pain from laughing here. Well, but I can't say one other word. What do you think the word is, Brandy?
She deserves to be serenaded.
Serenade is the right answer. That was marvelous. She got in the word, she got in a lesson of manners, and a little misinformation about Sir Walter Raleigh. We'll be back with Child's Play right after this for you.
Zatarain's is reducing the salt. Introducing reduced sodium rice mixes.
So we pick it up now. Back again. Brandy has one and Mike has nothing, and I think in all the time you've been with us, Mike, this is the first time you've even been a little bit behind. Now we're going to get set for a new word. This time, Brandy, we begin with you. It's your turn. First of all, here's the word for the people at home. Okay, I'm going to have it described by Michael Scully. Michael is 7 years old. Your interpretation of this word, please, sir.
And let me tell you, this word is just no fun. But in my house, my dad does lots of it, and my mom just sits around. But when my dad's at work, my mom usually does it. And let me tell you, sometimes my mom and dad make me also do it. And let me tell you, I hate it. One of the things I hate the most about this word is sometimes I need to go outside and get my put bird food in my bird feeder, which is starting to get bird stuff all over it. Because birds come, and then after a while when they're still eating, they make BMs on it.
Well, let me tell you, based on what you heard, Brandy, what do you think the word is we're looking for?
Yard work?
Yard work is not right. Okay, hey, now we're over to you, Mike. And I want you to listen to the description, this next description of the very same word, and an old friend of ours, Sean Griffin. Sean is 8 years old, and same word, please, Sean.
Well, it's a kind of job you do around your home. And usually the ladies do it all, and the men are at work, and ladies just sometimes sit around and do everything, and wash the dishes, and sometimes I sit around and be lazy, and just like my mother, she is lazy every day. I hope you can hear that, Mother.
Thank you, Sean Griffin. I have a feeling you're in trouble. By now, well, based on what you heard, what do you think, Mike?
Could it be talking about cleaning?
No, it is not cleaning. And a break for you, Brandy. You've had two descriptions or two interpretations, and it's back to you for the final one now. A 6-year-old by the name of Darren Eastman. We are still working on the same word. Darren, please.
It's when you have to sweep and go like this with a mat and cook and pull weeds outside. That's what that means. So my children will be helping my wife, and I'll be helping my children. My children will be helping me, and my children will be helping my wife, and I'll be helping my wife. So we'll all work together. We're gonna be pooped at the end of the day.
Thank you, Darren Eastman. Okay, that's all we have. What do you think it is, Brandy?
Chores.
No. You know, you both were all around it. It's a word maybe you don't hear much of anymore, but it's still around. Do we have any more clues? No, we're out of clues. That's the end. The word is housework. As simple as that. Do you do housework, Brandy?
Sometimes.
How about you, Mike?
As little as possible.
I think I understand now why we haven't guessed it. The score stands at 1-0. Mike, we're going to begin this one with you. Here is the word for the people at home. People also here in the studio. And we have Jessica Porton. Jessica is 8 years old. New word now. Jessica, please.
You invited a friend over. And you didn't really like her, but there was nobody else to play with. You couldn't think of anything else to do, nobody else to play with. So she came over. You really didn't hate her because she showed off a lot. And then when you played with her game, she had to be a movie star when you were playing house. She just had to be. But you wanted to be the movie star. And you got so angry, really angry at that girl. and you just felt like hitting her. And then she got angry at you and so she just ran home and you said, "That rotten kid."
Thank you, Jessica Portman.
Oh, man.
Difficult, Mike. I agree with you. That this one is not easy.
A little girl, because we're talking about a friend?
Not much of a one. I wouldn't think. Okay, Brandy, now we're going to work on the very same word. And April Armstrong, who is 8 years old, describes this one for you. April, please.
You're given all these things, and you get to do whatever you want. And, like, you get to whatever you want. And you get to get whatever you want. And you get to get whatever you want. If you get too much, you can end up being a criminal. And then you'll be in jail. And you'll think that is your mother's and father's fault. So it's not nice to be this particular feeling.
Okay, that's all we're going to get from April. Putting them both together and wishing you luck, what do you think, Brandy?
My mom tells me I'm spoiled.
Spoiled is the right answer. Yeah, pretty good to get it from that, too. Did you have it there, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. It took two, and I wasn't even sure of that. So let's see. Brandy has 2 points, and Mike finds himself on the schneid for a change, and we come up with a brand new word. Here it is. Okay. To describe this word, we have a 7-year-old named Alexander Sirota. We begin with you, Brandy, this time. Alexander 7, please, sir.
Well, pretend you wake up in the morning and you go into your parents' room and you say, "I want to get in bed with you and hug you and kiss you." And they say, "All right," and you get real close to them and your whole family maybe goes around and you huddle up together.
That's all that Alexandra is going to say. So, Brandy, based on what you heard, what do you think the word is?
Sounds like she's hugging her parents.
No, hugging is not it. We have one coming up for you. It's going to be Laura Barandis. She'll change her expression in a moment. The voice you hear during this is that of one of our interviewers. Laura is 5.5 years old, Mike, and she's working on the same word. Okay, Laura.
I do that with my dad every night.
How?
Well, when he's asleep, he doesn't know that I'm tiptoeing into his room.
And what do you do?
I crawl to bed with him sometimes, or sometimes I sleep in the middle of my mom and dad, or sometimes I crawl in his arms or something.
How does it feel?
Sometimes he holds me too tight and I can't breathe. But he doesn't care if when I tell him when he's asleep.
All right, now, the idea of the word is in there. What do you think it is, Mike?
Well, if you're not squeezing too tight, it might be cuddling.
No, it is not cuddling. We have one more shot at this one, and Brandy, it comes to you, and it will be described by Christopher White, who is 7.5 years old. Last chance, please, Christopher.
When some people want to get comfortable, so they move around in their bed, and they struggle, and sometimes, like my dog, goes round and round and round in the beanbag until she gets comfortable, and then she kind of wiggles so she can get in a more comfortable spot.
There are the 3 descriptions. Brandy, what do you think the word is?
Snug.
Snuggle is absolutely right. You got one there, and you come up with 3 points. Score 3-0. When we come back to Child's Play, we'll shift gears and play it for speed in the fast play round. We'll be back right after this.